I plan to share the screen with you, but it's okay. I will walk you through some few things. When I was told I would be speaking about CAIRO, our journey, where we have been and where we want to go for the next couple of years, I didn't know where to begin, honestly, because as you may have found out, more than anything, this has been a journey. This has been the story, a collective story, shared by all of us with and for our community, the African immigrant community. The work of CAIRO began as a community conversation. So CAIRO developed as a result of community participatory action research. At the time, it was called the Center for African Immigrants and Refugees of Oregon, CAIRO. That would later be changed to the Center for African Immigrants and Refugees Organization. Our mission, therefore, is to advocate for and act to increase social justices through programs, through services, community organizing. I will say that a lot, because that's how we began. That's how we keep making changes in our community. And then collaborative leadership. Like I said, it takes the village. It takes all of us to create impact. And the idea is to create equitable opportunities for our kids, youth, and families to thrive. We envision a more just and equitable society that reinforces the cultural wealth and lived experiences of the family. A couple years later, we are the largest Black immigrant agency in the state of Oregon. We are the largest BIPOC community in central Minnesota. And so that wouldn't have happened without your commitment, without your dedications. You are the guys on the road. You are the rubber on the road. You have been doing this for the last many, many years. We're usually looked at through deficit lens. You're an immigrant. You're a hijabi woman. And so there's always that negativity of people about you, about your capabilities. So we try to negate that and say we're going to reinforce and see that as a wealth in our community. I want to share with you some of the values that we espoused in our initial beginnings. One is we are community driven. That's how CAIRO was formed. We encourage community inputs and participation. We have so many avenues for that. Another thing that I would like to share with you is the idea of social sustainability. People talk about economic sustainability, we talk about environmental sustainability, and we don't pay a lot of attention to social sustainability. And that is the idea of community empowerment, giving the community the tools to fish instead of giving them the fish. What do they say? Give a man a fish and you feed him for one day, you give him the tools to fish and you feed him for life. And so that is the gist of our work. It is rooted in giving the community the power to be agents of their own change. We have a grounded confidence in our ability to inform through our cultural wealth and lived experience. I remember back in 2014 when we were doing the research in partnership with PPS, we've asked for a definition on how they categorize their meanings around disabilities. So one of them was communication disorder. And guess what? Those were labeled for students that spoke other languages, whether that was Swahili or Amharic or Somali, because they did not speak English. So they were labeled as having communication disorder. And that's the cultural, that is the deficit that I'm talking to you about. We see that as an asset. These students are speaking 3 other international languages spoken by millions of people. They don't have communication disorder. You have a system issue, you have a system problem. Another thing is collective responsibility. It's not just the work of CAIRO. It is, things happen through partnership. We are working with the school districts. This is not just a battle of our own. It's not a battle for just Black immigrant families. It's a battle for everybody that cares about the children, that cares about the leaders of Oregon tomorrow. It is about network, it is about connections, it is about building allyship. It's not just the ambition alone is not enough. You have to have that persistence to thrive. They say ambition is the path to success, but persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. The sailing was not always smooth, but slowly, one person at a time, we built an institution that is strong, that is stable, and that is thanks to you in large part, not just the leadership. Because they say the greatness of a community is mostly accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. And you are the members of our community, all of you. We had gone through so many remarkable evolutions over the last couple years, especially over the last 2.5 years. I want to mention and say special thanks to our community health team who have been through a lot over the last 2 years. They were serving the community through thick and thin. My message to you all is you made us who we are. CAIRO is a national brand. It is celebrated. We've built a cruise in CAIRO that is with the right charts and maps, pointing the way forward for an equitable education, health equity, and economic development. That is the future we want for our children. And thank you for the partnership. I will stop there. Thank you.